What's up guys? Chris from SOFLETE here, back with another weekly tip. This time we are talking about something that is near and dear to many of your guys' hearts as you battle through selection, trying to get slots for Ranger School. Today we're gonna talk about the PT test, right? Doesn't matter what branch of service you're in, whether you're in your Army, Air Force, Marines, everyone here watching this video, I'm sure at some point in time has done a push-up. And you do push-ups for time. And chances are you've done push-ups incorrectly. What we're talking about is these flared out shoulders, right? If you had to generate force and momentum, you wouldn't push someone like this, all right? You would have everything in nice and tight. So what I'm talking about is this. Go ahead. So you're gonna get down in that push-up position, and this is how not to do your push-ups. Like many of you guys do when you try to do a lot of repetitions, your elbows flare out, your shoulders internally rotate. In this position, it's not entirely impossible, but it is not optimal for generating the force required to be efficient with your chest, shoulder, and tricep muscles. So to fix this, what I want you guys to think about is I want you to think about screwing your hands into the ground, creating this externally rotated, stable shoulder. What this does is it greater engages the tricep, the lat, and the chest muscles, which are big muscles that will allow you to do multiple repetitions of this much more efficiently. So when you go down to the push-up, keep your elbows close into your side, squeeze your glutes, engage your core, keeping a nice straight line, and really drive through those triceps and shoulders coming all the way up. So when your sergeant's giving you a hard time, remember, elbows in. The next thing we're gonna talk about, like again, the next exercise in the Army PT test is gonna be the sit-up. The sit-up is performed as such, where you're sitting down on the ground, your feet are angled at roughly 90 degrees. There's a whole instruction manual that everyone goes through before they take these tests, and you usually have a partner that is holding your feet down on the ground as you guys perform these repetitions. Let me give you a tip right here, guys. If you find a partner that weighs less than you, you're setting yourself up for failure. So find a guy or girl who is heavier than you are to hold your feet down, and we're gonna show you why here in a second. So when we hold the feet for the push-ups, what we want to set up is a greater engagement of the hip flexor muscle. So when you guys are cranking down on your neck doing sit-ups like this, where you're trying to pull your head almost up to your knees, don't be surprised when you have low back pain, shoulder pain, and probably neck pain, because it's not a neck crank, it's a sit-up. So the muscles used for the sit-up is we really want to engage the abs, but most importantly, we got these massive hip flexor quad muscles that can really generate a lot of power. So what I want you guys to think about when you're doing your sit-ups, straighten your legs, which is why we tell you guys to find a partner who's heavier than you are. So when you guys sit up in this sit-up position with your knees bent at 90 degrees, really use the cue of straighten your legs. Even though you're not really gonna straighten your legs, you're gonna engage the hip flexors a lot better when you come up in this sit-up. So go ahead, this time, try to straighten your legs. And I'm gonna really put down a lot of force as he's doing these sit-ups. So when you guys are taking your test, remember these two tips. Elbows in on the push-up, straighten your legs on the sit-up. Hopefully this will lead to better scores, higher places on the leaderboard, and that coveted Ranger School slot that all you guys send us messages about. All right guys, for more information, click the subscribe button below to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at SOFLETEHQ, and we'll hit you with more tips next week.